Hey, I'll say what's up. Yeah, my wife's just chilling, watching TV, and she said she just wanted to relax. So I asked her if I could play a little WoW, and she said sure. So here we are. I did not see the news. What news was there? You know me, I don't watch the news. I mean, I was busy with my wife all day doing stuff, like. Oh, is it gone? That. I'm surprised and I'm not surprised. I mean, I'm surprised. I guess I am surprised. I'm surprised it's gone, but I would say if someone would have given me a percentage chance on it, I would have been like, what are the chances of Turtle Wow being shut down? I probably would have given it like maybe a 20% chance. So I am pretty surprised by that actually, because it's in Russia. The only reason that they could have shut it down is if there were. I think this is just another bad mark for Blizzard, though. In my opinion, this makes Blizzard again, I think, look bad. Now, the reason they wanted to shut Turtle down is Turtle WoW is the number one competitor for Classic Plus. It is the number one competitor for Classic Plus. So this means that they want to get Classic Plus released really soon. You know, in hopes. I don't want to get killed here. Hold on a second.
You can kiss your ass goodbye.
You logged in the other day after the patch, and there was less than 4,000 people on. I think Turtle WoW devs realized they weren't going to get mass. No, that's 100% not true. Think about it. That's not true. Look at it this way, Vols. Turtle WoW ran with a population of like 100 to 300 people for years. Years. So to sit there and say they had 4,000 and think, oh, we only have 4,000, let's shut it down, I can't really buy into that. They ran with the server for years with like a couple hundred people. You know what I mean? However, that's a smart play. That's the smart play right there. Shut it down. Just shut it down. Get the modern client going. Do a rebranding, a relaunch in Russia where Blizzard can't touch them, and without doing all the aggressive like in your face Blizzard publicity. You know? Yeah, no, they could have been. Let me take a look at the. I haven't looked at the post. You said you put the post in there, huh? Blizzard and Turtle have reached an agreement, and the private server will have to cease its activities soon. How? Like, what kind of an agreement? I guess so. Basically, the reason is they bartered. So what this means is that somebody was going to get sued, or something bad was going to happen to somebody associated with Turtle Wow, and they put the corkscrews to the team and said, "Hey, if you just shut down the servers, we'll probably let you guys get off." Right? That's probably what happened, and they just acquiesced. They said, "Okay, to save somebody's butt or a couple people's butts, we're going to shut the server down." No way. Nah, there's no way. I mean, Turtle WoW, again, I think it's a black eye on the community, on Blizzard once again, because it just shows Blizzard bullying a project that gave people what they really wanted, which was like Classic Plus. I'm sure there's a lot of people. There's probably a lot of people that are really brokenhearted over that, because there's a lot of diehard. I'm sure there's a lot of diehard Turtle WoW players that have played Turtle WoW for a very long time that are probably pretty brokenhearted over that. I mean, honestly, I see it as a good thing. I think it's good for WoW that they shut it down, because I do think it makes Blizzard look once again like bad, and I think it also opens up the door for a more modern client, like you said, more modern client to run Turtle WoW. Hopefully. I mean, I don't know. Yeah, I mean, there's no reason he shouldn't. I'm assuming we don't know the details, but I'm assuming what happened was there's people that were Because remember, there was some guy in the United States that was part of the Turtle Wow team that was getting sued. So they might have done some sort of an agreement where, hey, if you don't sue these people and put them in jail, we'll shut down the servers. What's the Turtle Wow website? Yeah, the website's still up. It's still surprising. I'm a little surprised. I really need to switch out of this fucking browser.
What's up,
man.
amigos? It's your boy Tello, back to another video for today. A person on Reddit was talking about the Discord going wild for Turtle Wow, talking about the settlement coming to a conclusion, and even some websites have shown this as well, coming to some type of settlement agreement that Blizzard has reached with the project developers, including Josiah Simmer and AFK Crafted Limited, which, if you guys don't remember, AFK Crafted Limited was basically the storefront that they used on Turtle WoW to fund money through, to basically launder the money to. And now the settlement is basically in agreement, which remains confidential, by the way, to resolve this legal dispute and include any other potential parties who have not been formally identified in the proceedings, to have not yet testified. They have 60 days to stay within these proceedings and finalize the case by June 8th. Now, this is a couple months before BlizzCon, obviously in September, but the court is found favor in Blizzard in multiple counts and ordered the defendants immediately to cease any activities related to these private servers. Now, I'm reading this obviously from this website, but I wanted to make sure this was legit because every piece of information that I got from this entire case was found on Court Listener. If you go to just the main point of the article where this entire document stands, it started in August 29th in 2025. So we were covering this a couple months ago. We were giving the updates on each and every video, Blizzard versus Turtle WoW, Blizzard versus the players and the people. And ever since then, we scrolled down, we've gone through all the updates, and we look all the way to the finalized case, and we can see here, the final date, April 10th, 2026, a settlement was made. And we look at the main document, but it seems like this is 100% legit, and they have until June 8th, which they are keeping basically the case open. If there are any other parties over the next several weeks, they can take actions against. But yes, come June 8th, it seems like that is the deadline, either sometime before or at that point. Turtle WoW will cease to exist in the near future. Now, what does this mean for many of the people who've been playing Turtle WoW? A lot of these players who, played Turtle WoW, they played it because they were fans of Classic and they only wanted to see more things added to the world of Azeroth. They wanted to see their favorite game continued upon. And a lot of people's hopes...
So here's the funny part. Valstay. Yeah, they can. They can definitely rebrand. I think it's a great opportunity for them to rebrand. I mean, people don't want to give Blizzard money. There's a ton of people out there that will sit there that played Turtle WoW and say, well, I'm not going to play Blizzard's Classic Plus. But if there's no other alternative, if there's nothing else to play and all there is Blizzard's version of Classic Plus, then people will play it because they want to play a Classic Plus. You know what I mean? Hey, what's up? This is Skull Rock, hardcore server. Yeah, you don't want to be using American. Yeah, obviously, keep it to people in Russia or people that obviously are out of the reach, Well, here's the thing. Here's what really got them. What really got them, Valstay, is that they were making tons of money off Turtle WoW. What got them is that they had a storefront, and they were selling tons and tons of things in Turtle WoW, and they were making tons and tons of money. And that was one of the things that really hurts you. If you run a private server, there's this whole software thing called like dead software or like abandonware, like where a certain version of a certain product isn't is gone for so long, it can be considered abandonware, right? And then it's free, basically, for anybody. So people could say that vanilla WoW, although you can't really say that anymore because we know we have Classic, which is theoretically kind of vanilla WoW, right? But what I'm saying is if they release a server and they don't try to make a bunch of money off of it, and they just make it like pure donations where you just freely donate to help run the servers, I don't think Blizzard would, especially if you were like in Russia or something, I don't know if Blizzard would really go after you. Remember, TurtleWell thumbed their nose in Blizzard's faces many times. They were posting on X stuff about their population numbers. They actually made posts where they were making fun of Blizzard, which I thought at the time was incredibly stupid. I mean, don't make fun of a multi-billion-dollar company because they got lots of money. If they want to sue you, they can afford it. You know what I mean? Yeah, I think I honestly feel like Ascension is giving Blizzard money behind the scenes. I don't understand how Ascension WoW can function without Blizzard coming after them. I don't really get that. You know what I mean? Or run on crypto. Yeah, whatever you do. But I don't understand how Blizzard... If Blizzard doesn't go after Ascension, then there's some funny business going on there. You know, I have heard rumors that Ascension somehow is giving Blizzard money behind the scenes. I don't know if there's any truth to that. But it seems odd that they don't go after Ascension because Ascension's been running for a very, very long time. And Ascension aggressively has a cash shop, like an aggressive one. They make a ton of money off of Blizzard's product. So I don't know, but I think there's no coincidence that BlizzCon's coming up, and I think there's a 90% chance that at BlizzCon, I would say 95% chance at BlizzCon, that the announcement of Classic Plus is announced this year at BlizzCon. I definitely 95% chance. I think they're going to announce Classic Plus, and so they wanted to kill one of the biggest rivals to Classic Plus, which is Turtle WoW, in hopes that they could get those people to come play their Classic Plus. And no matter how many of those Tier 1 players say, fuck you, Blizzard, I don't want to give you money, there's still going to be a ton of them that'll go play Classic Plus because in the end, they just want to play something that's like Classic Plus. Right? So. No. Hardcore is not killing mobs till level 60? No, it just depends. Hardcore is just about level to 60. I don't level in hardcore any different than I do in regular leveling. I don't level any differently. Like if this wasn't hardcore and I was just leveling, I'd be doing the same thing I'm doing now. At this level, I'd probably be killing these alligators, so I don't do it any different. The only difference I do in hardcore leveling is I don't like to really group that much in hardcore leveling, just because I don't trust that my party is any good, and I don't want to die because my party's stupid and aggro's a bunch of mobs and gets me killed because of their stupidity. You know what I mean? So yeah, in that respect, I do tend to treat hardcore a little different as far as grouping. That is an insane theory, but my thing with Turtle WoW, though, my thing with Blizzard though is, and we've talked about this. No matter what version of Classic Plus Blizzard launches, it'll be a shit show. The one thing that can prevent the shit show on when you play World of Warcraft is doing what I'm doing. If you play self-found hardcore, you basically nullify all the bad parts of WoW, pretty much. There's no like gold selling, gold farming. There's no boosting, right? Because no one can be. I mean, you guess you could theoretically be boosted, but I don't partake in boosting. But how would you pay the person who's boosting you? You're not gonna have any money. Like, you can't buy stuff from the auction house. You can't trade with other players, so you couldn't get boosted anyways, because how are you going to pay them? You can't trade with them to give them money to boost you. So by playing hardcore self-found, you've eliminated 90% of the stuff that I dislike about Classic WoW. Yeah, I think they will. I think I agree. If they do a Classic Plus, they will. Yeah, and that I would play. If they did a hardcore Classic Plus and the Classic Plus experience was decent, like was good and wasn't stupid, I just don't think it will be. I think they're going to I think they're going to do so many drastic changes that are so far and away removed from probably what a lot of Classic Plus handies would like that, I just feel they'll make some really weird changes that people won't really like. I don't think it'll feel like vanilla WoW. I think what was so cool about Turtle WoW is that it felt like vanilla WoW. I mean, maybe the fact that it was still on the 1.12 client is another reason why it did feel so much like vanilla WoW. You know, because you still had that old client, you know. But I mean, it felt like the devs and the content they created felt very much in line with what would have been created for vanilla WoW if they kept creating content for vanilla and they never released an expansion like, you know, TBC. If they never released any expansions, no TBC, that's what Classic Plus is. You know, there was never a TBC, there was never, you know, Wrath Village King. You just kept playing vanilla, but you added some content. Maybe you added some dungeons, maybe you added some new zones, you know, some new content, but you kept it all on the same world map. You didn't change the map. You know, you didn't go in and say, "Oh, we're going to add this whole new island over." No, it's still the exact same map. You just go into the map and add stuff, you know, like just like how if you go to the wetlands here, there's this whole area in the mountains that's completely open right here. And so the Turtle WoW went in and they carved it out and they said, "Hey, we're going to put a whole little area here with some quests." And then they went over here and they said, "Hey, there's this area to the left of Death. No, we're just going to put a whole new zone in here with some quests." That's Classic Plus, right? Same thing with the areas south of with Ironforge over here, to the left of Brunel Village here. There's this whole area over here. Guess what? Turtle WoW, they carved that out, put some stuff in. There's the Ironforge airfield here. They threw in a bunch of quests here that didn't previously exist. You know, this is what Classic Plus really should be, you know? Yeah, Season Discovery was such a piece of crap. I don't. People are really hard up for a game when they play something as shitty as that. That was just, Season Discovery was terrible. So I figured out why I'm getting headaches all the time, Valse. My blood pressure on average right now is about 140 over 100. My average blood pressure right now, Valse, is 140 over 100. And this is like a blood pressure that's just been rising on me over the past 10 years. And it's finally gotten to a point now that I think it's causing me to have headaches. I know, it's too high. I got to go to the doctor. I got to get some high blood pressure meds. I got to get in shape, got to get back into doing cardio. I know. It's not just the diet change, it's I need cardio. I need physical activity. I sit on my ass writing code all day, and then when I get done sitting on my ass writing code all day, what do? I sit on my ass and play video games, you know, or if my wife is here, you know, we do some stuff, but because of her heart issues, she can't really go out and do like physical activity, you know. I don't eat a lot of sugar, right? Like I eat some. I eat some sugar, but I'm not like egregious with it, you know. Like today, what have I eaten today? Today I had a hamburger. I ate half the bun, and I had broccoli. That's what I had for lunch. For dinner, believe it or not, I had a hamburger in, but all I had was just the patty. I cooked up a hamburger patty on the skillet, and I just ate that, just the patty, with nothing on it. So all I've eaten today is 2 hamburger patties, a tomato, an onion, and some broccoli. That's what I've had today. You know? But yeah, I mean, them killing Turtle WoW is just an obvious thing that the Classic Plus is coming. Here, my wife just texted me. Hold on a second. I don't know what the Dr. Berg diet is, but I gotta, whatever it is, I need to do it. I gotta get in shape, dude. I gotta get cardio. I gotta figure out some way. I've got a treadmill in the garage. Maybe I just need to get on that treadmill every day and just, you know, run like an hour on the treadmill every day. I need cardio. That's what I need. I need cardio. It's not really, I mean, I need to, you know, improve my diet, but my diet's not horrible. My diet's not great, but it's not horrible. I don't sit around eating tons of sugary foods all day. You know what I mean? I eat mostly like, you know, meat. I eat eggs. You know, I eat beets. You know, I eat some vegetables, but I need cardio. Well, I can walk on the treadmill. No, I'm not gonna do sprints, dude. First of all, I'm too old to be doing that. Second, sprinting and all that kind of, it's bad for your knees. Running is bad for your knees. People that think that going out and running is good for them, no, sorry. It's just bad for your knees, dude. Running is terrible. It's a total meme. Running is a total meme. It's horrible for you. Running is not good for you. Now, if you're running like in sand, or if you're running in a really, really soft surface, it's actually not bad. It's actually, no, it's not just that, though. It's not just that, Fizz. I don't care what age you are. If you were 15, I would never tell you go out and run. It's not good for you. Now, again, if you're running in like sand on a beach or something, that's actually not too bad. Or if you're running in a swimming pool, if you're in a swimming pool and you're trying to run across the bottom of the swimming pool, that's fine, that's great. But running on like solid ground is just pounding that your knees don't need. And over time, it wears out the cartilage, it wears out your meniscus, and it's just not good for you. It just isn't good for you. Yeah, there's so many. It's funny, like there's so many bad. You see, there's so if you go like on TikTok or if you go on Instagram, there's so many like exercise fiends, right? And half of them don't have a clue about how to like eat healthy or exercise healthy. Like guzzling creatine powder all day long is not a good thing to do, right? You're running nonstop. There's this one girl that I saw on Instagram once, and she's like so ridiculously like ripped. Like she's so lean and so like ripped. She has like no fat. It's ridiculous how lean she is. But she runs sprints on a track and field like all the time. She's like running sprints, and she does stuff like leg extensions and exercises that just aren't good. Don't do leg extensions. They're bad for your knees. Don't sprint on a track. It's bad for your knees. It's like, yeah. Well, your knees are going to be shot, man. Your ankles too. Actually, I got some. Yeah, walking's all you need. Walking's all you need. And actually, what's really good for your lungs is walking. Like walking helps pump your blood. It actually makes your body push oxygen through your lungs in a certain way. Like if you don't walk at all, like your lungs actually become less efficient. So you need to walk at least 15 minutes a day every single day to make sure that your lungs are functioning at their optimal capacity. So, which I'm not doing. So my lungs are definitely not functioning at optimal capacity. Yes, any movement is better. Yes, 100%. Well, see, the thing was, I moved from the apartment complex I lived in, and I was on the third floor, so I was getting like 15, 30 minutes of walking every day because I was going up and down 3 flights of stairs every single day about 5 times because I had to walk the dog. I had to take the dog out and walk him, and we'd always walk around. We'd go out, we'd walk around. It was, we were right on a bay in Tampa Bay, so there was beautiful like bay water and like a beach. So I'm like walking along this beautiful beach every single day, and so my blood pressure when I lived over there was around 130 over like I'd say it was like 130 over like 90 was my blood pressure. And since I've moved out here, my blood pressure's just steadily gone up because I'm not doing that anymore because I bought a house. I'm not on the third floor anymore. I don't walk the dog. I just open up the back door and we got got a fenced in backyard. Just open up the door, dog goes out and does his business, right? So I've lost all that exercising that I was doing. Hey, what's up? Hey, Strafe, how you doing, man? Oh yeah, you can do sports, yeah. I'm just gonna have to get on the treadmill and just walk on the treadmill like 30 minutes every day. And just do that maybe twice a day every day. That and eat better. So I don't really understand. I'm kind of surprised my blood pressure's that high. I don't really. I mean, I'm under a tremendous amount of stress because of all the stuff that's been going on with my mom and or with my wife and her and her mom. But yeah, I don't use vegetable oil. I don't even have vegetable oil in the house. I don't even have vegetable oil. The only oil I have in the house is cold pressed olive oil. Oh, it's in everything. Yeah, yeah. Vegetable oil is bad. I need some water. I need some water. Oh, 3 people in Elf Court just died. Look at that. Warrior, 15 warrior, 15 hunter, 19 hunter. 3 people in my guild just died in the last few minutes. They bit the big one. You can just look at the guild chat. It's a massacre by a loon. A loon, save us all. A loon has forsaken us. Just stop. A loon, save us all. Who all drank the Kool-Aid? Well, sugar's bad for you. Sugar is 100%. Sugar is very bad for you. So, yeah, sugar's just bad. Like, there's different types. I mean, natural cane sugar is not as bad as some others, but sugar's just bad. But what I need more than anything is cardio. I need cardio. I need cardio, and I need lots of cardio. So, oh, it's terrible. The U.S. is terrible, dude. The U.S. has because the restrictions, like the guidance, the policies around what's acceptable in food in the United States is a lot more lenient than what it is in Europe. So, like, anything goes, man. They use all kind of food science and crazy shit. Food in the United States is terrible. Yeah, you can't eat bread. I mean, I try not to eat bread. Like, I had a burger for dinner and I didn't. I just ate the burger. I didn't have it. It wasn't on bread. I cooked up the burger patty, threw it on a plate, and ate it with a fork. That was my dinner. Like, nothing on it. No ketchup, no nothing. And it was good. Yeah, I'm sure not all of Europe's the same. I just meant the rules. Yeah, the FDA or whatever it's called. The United States, just the rules for what is legal is a lot stricter in Europe than it is here. Like, for example, I think Mountain Dew is like illegal in Europe, but you can drink it here. Yeah, the standards there are way better. That's why America is like just a bunch of freaking fat people. Yeah. Like when I was in Paris back in 1994, I was in Paris, and when I looked around the city, you know how I could tell who the Americans were out of the Parisians? The fat people. If I saw someone fat, I knew that was probably an American. Because the Parisians are all skinny. You don't see a lot of fat Parisians. Yeah, all that wine, man. I tell you what, that freaking wine must be like an appetite suppressant or something. Yeah, you think with the pasta, right? Like pasta. Yeah, French food's not very good. I'm not gonna lie. French food, I didn't like when I went to different French restaurants and ate their food. It wasn't very good. And British food is worse. British food is 100% worse. Good food is like German food's good. Um, you know, Indian food is pretty good. I did not like French food, but you know what? To be honest, I'll say I didn't probably eat at any super high. I didn't eat at a lot of like really high quality French restaurants, but the French food I had, I was not impressed. Asian cuisine, I like Thai food. I like Indonesian food. Indonesian food is really good. I like Italian food. Yeah, I like Italian. I like Thai food. I like Indonesian food. I like German food. You want to know my favorite Indonesian, or my favorite? It actually, I think it is an Indonesian dish. But you want to know my favorite Asian disc? I can't talk. My favorite Asian. This is probably why my memory sucks. You know what it is? You know what it is, Wallstay? I think my high blood pressure is messing with my memory. Is that true? Could high blood pressure affect your memory? Let's find out. Because I've had problems with my memory lately, and it's only started around the same time that my blood pressure kind of went through the roof. Look at this. Yes, high blood pressure can affect your memory and mental sharpness, especially over time. Blah blah blah. Your brain depends on healthy blood vessels. With high blood pressure, arteries become stiff and narrow. Blood flows to the brain becomes less efficient. Short-term memory can be affected. Brain fog, trouble concentrating, slower thinking, fatigue, mental sluggishness. Look at that. Look at that. Yeah, I don't think pineapple. There's no way pineapple pizza's French. There's no fucking way. French pizza, like the first, like French pizza is like, or or Italian. Sorry, you know how pizza was invented in Italy. So the way pizza was invented in Italy, and there's a restaurant that supposedly invented pizza in Italy. The way it was invented was they were making some sort of Italian pie or something, and they ran out of certain ingredients. They didn't have the right ingredients to make a certain dish, but they had some dough and they had some pasta sauce, right? And so they just pressed out this dough, threw some sauce on it, threw some cheese on it, and threw it in their oven. And what came out was basically like almost like a margarita pizza, right? And that was theoretically the first pizza. Yeah, I can't imagine pineapple pizza was ever a Italian pizza thing. But we'd have to do the wonderful AI, right? Here we got AI open. Who first invented pineapple pizza? Hawaiian. Apparently, this claims that it was invented in Chatham, which is, I believe, Hawaiian. Because I mean, remember it was called originally Hawaiian pizza. Remember, like for a long time there was Hawaiian pizza, which was pineapple. So the person widely credited with inventing pineapple pizza is Sam Panupoulos. He was a Greek Canadian restaurateur credited with inventing Hawaiian pizza. Simple experiment inventing. But he died in Canada. He died in Canada though. He was Greek and he died in Canada. So it looks like maybe it was Canada. He immigrated to Canada in 1954. Yep. And when he came out with his pizza, it was in Canada. So he invented it in Canada. Yep. Yeah, you're right. He was Canadian. Yeah, Italians kind of invented the margarita pizza, but it was really more like in other countries. I mean, the United States took pizza like to a different level, and they have all kinds of different types of pizza. But what can we get rid of here? Get rid of that. I like pepperoni and mushroom pizza. I don't mind pineapple on pizza, but pepperoni and pineapple, I'm not sure if I would like that. I don't think I've ever had that. I've had ham on pizza. It's okay, but it's not my favorite. My favorite's usually pepperoni, although I do love spinach. A good spinach Greek. My favorite pizza in Florida actually is from a Greek place called Jimmy's, and they make Greek pizza. It's like the crust is really light, and they do a spinach pizza, which is my favorite pizza in Florida right now. Is this Greek spinach pizza? It's fantastic. It is fantastic. Oh, hey, thanks, Bobo. I appreciate that. I've been using Midjourney for a long time, so I typically use Midjourney to generate different images that I use for thumbnails. But this is a melee hunter, so the image kind of, fits the character, because she is kind of like this gritty melee hunter. Let me see if I can find a picture. I know I have a picture of Jimmy's Pizza here. Hold on a second. Like what it looks like. But it's my favorite pizza here in Florida. And Florida's got shit pizza. I gotta tell you right now, Florida pizza sucks. I'm going to send this to Discord. Give me 1 second, and we'll send it to the chat section. This is my favorite pizza in Florida, and it's just this Greek pizza place called Jimmy's. What's interesting about it is the crust is this really, really light crust. It's really airy. It's not very dense. It's not doughy. It's very crisp. And of course, they use prime ingredients, but this spinach pizza is just phenomenal. It's so good. By far my favorite pizza in Florida. It's good. It is so good. And my wife introduced me to their pizza. She knows the owner. She lives like 3 minutes where she grew up. Because my wife's from Tarpon Springs, Florida, right? No, it's not blue cheese. You're just seeing spinach. There's no blue cheese on that. But she grew up in Tarpon Springs, Florida, and Jimmy's is right 5 minutes from her house. And so she's eaten there all her life, and so she knows the owner, and she told me about their pizza, and I tried it, and I was like, this pizza's freaking fantastic. It just depends. Like that pizza there was probably like Man, I don't know. Let's see if we can pull it up. Let's see. So their 14-inch pizza is their 14-inch pizza is $20, which is cheap, to be honest. $20, which is a really good deal, actually. I know. Yeah, we got to get my blood pressure down, guys. My blood pressure is too high. It is too high. It is way too high. I haven't eaten pizza. I've eaten pizza twice this. I've eaten pizza once this month. I tend to eat pizza about once or twice a month, usually. So I'll say you know this. What's the fastest way to get my blood pressure down? Of course, the fastest way is regular cardio. I guarantee you. But and also, I need to get on blood pressure medication, without a doubt. I need to get back on some blood pressure medication, some amlodipine or some losartan. Keto. You always say that. You're gonna have to prescribe me a keto diet. Put together like a 7-day keto diet for me, so I know what the heck to eat. There's only trash restaurants. Zurich, nice. We just got to get to level 19. I wish we could get to 20 here, but it might take too long. Probably faster doing quests. Well, tell me, yeah, I can figure. I'll try to do the keto. I don't know if that's gonna fix my BP, but well, I need to be in ketosis like pronto, like ASAP. ASAP. Look how many people are in this guild now. We are up to 769 guild members. Holy shit, there are 126 people in this guild online right now. That's a lot. Well, my source of my favorite source of health is really is Dr. Berg. I trust Dr. Berg, right? I do trust Dr. Berg. He's my favorite person. I've gone to lots of different, healthy type channels and stuff, but my favorite is Dr. Eric Berg. I mean, I just love this guy. I think he does his research. I think he's very reputable. I mean, he doesn't have 14.6 million subscribers for no reason, but so I like his channel. He goes into quite a bit of depth. What I love about Dr. Berg is he was really unhealthy, and he's tried so many things throughout his life to be healthy, and it wasn't until later that he kind of figured things out. And he's not like trying to fool you or give you any bad advice. He's just trying to tell it like it is. The problem with eating healthy is the problem with eating healthy I know it's crazy. Well, he's just his videos are so good, and they're so true. Like you can do your research, do your own research, of course, right? But if you look at Dr. Berg's videos and then you do research on basically what he's saying, in most cases you're going to find it's pretty sound advice, right? He's got some pretty modern stuff too, modern thinking on some stuff, but he always points you to the studies that have been done. If he ever talks about something that's mildly controversial or something that's more modern way of thinking about something, he'll usually point you to studies that have been done, you know? Here, I got to get a drink, guys. I'll be right back. I'll be right back. Oh my god. I came back and I saw this weird message on the screen. I thought it was a message saying I was dead. Did you see that? There was like this message in the middle of the screen when I came back in the room, and I thought it was like telling me that I was dead. It's like shit. Yeah, I always do my own research, man. I always do my own research when it comes to like anything like that. But and most, and like I said, every time I've done my research, Dr. Berg's been pretty much spot on. You know. Oh, did he? Yeah, I was actually going to go back to his channel and look on what's the best way just to to reduce my blood pressure, like quick. I do not like my blood pressure being that high. I want to get my blood pressure down to 125 over 75 or something. Come on. It, no, I just I always talk about all kinds of different things that whatever's going on in my life, I guess. You know? You know? Hold on a second, I'm pouring some water. Ah, water. I do want to. I did buy some Brussels sprouts today. I actually want to start eating Brussels sprouts more often because they're really good for your liver.
We have stayed in the tree.
Where's the... Hold on a second.
For too long. Isolated from the world of Azeroth. Keeping to ourselves.
What can I do for you? You got my attention.
Darnassus is aging. My children,
Off with you.
it is time to arise. All of my children, arise.
So we're going to check out Shobek, who's the guild leader of this guild. We're going to check out the guild meeting today. Apparently it was a 50-minute video, so I don't really want to watch 50 minutes, but this meeting occurred today. So I would like to know what's going on in the guild. So this is the first Elf Core guild meeting, race-locked, self-found hardcore event on Skull Rock. Let's take a look and see what happened.
Rise. Arise out of stealth, because now it is our time to reclaim Azeroth. Yes. This is our moment. Darnassus shall be the great city it once was again. The yen is weak, but no more.
The yen is weak.
Now come. What? Now come and walk with me, my children. Walk with me as we talk. Dude, look at everyone. Look at everyone. Oh my god.
Yeah, the guild, since I joined this guild on, I think it was like, what is today, Saturday? I think I joined this guild sometime in the middle of last week, maybe like Tuesday or something. And there was like maybe 100 members when I joined it, maybe 150. Now the guild's well over 700. And as you saw, there were like 120 some odd guild members online right now.
For a loon. We are all connected as one. Being an elf is special. Special because we are guided by a loon. The Everlight watches over us, and Mother Azeroth is within us. We are the mortal, immortal protectors of this world. And it is time that we come out of the great tree and aid Azeroth from the Fell and the other darknesses.
Yeah, we can tell he's just reading a script.
The Black Dragonflight, the old god Cthulhu, and the Lich King with Naxxramas threat our very existence. God damn it, Meko. How are you dying in a
He's like, how are you dying while we're having a guild meeting?
time like this? Ruining the RP.
That was pretty funny, actually. That was pretty funny, actually. Someone's dying right in the middle of it.
God damn it, Meko.
That was pretty good. Do better.
All right, like I said, this is all off the cuff, okay? Hey.
I never even knew who Shobek was until one of the hardcore events I did a couple years ago. I don't remember when it was, but there was a PvP one we did where the Horde went up against the Alliance, and it was pretty cool. They staged like these events, like Cargo staged like these PvP events, and there was one where they staged an event in like right outside of what's that village right by the Barrens on the harbor one. I can't remember the name of it. You guys know the one that's that's got the boat harbor. It's right in the Barrens. What is it called? I'm getting old, man. My memory just doesn't work anymore. But anyways, that village right there, just south of there, you walk through all those pirates, and then there's that little like castle-looking structure there, right? And so we did a huge PvP event where the Alliance were inside the castle, and they had to defend it from the Horde. And I think it was then when I first even saw Shobek for the first time, because he was doing this big RP thing for the Horde. He was like doing this whole RP speech. But he's a big rogue player, and he's a good rogue player too. He's really good at playing rogues. And but anyway, so he's the guild leader of this guild. That
This is all off the cuff.
It was it Ratchet. Ratchet is the city I'm trying to think of. Ratchet.
Oh, yes, coming to the light.
So what are we doing though? I just wanted to watch this. I didn't know if there was like if they were going to talk about what's going on in the guild, like what's the guild for, what changes are in the guild, what are the goals of the guild. They've never really expressed like the true goals of this hardcore event, other than the fact that they're trying to clear all the raid content with with self-found characters, and then of course the guilds are race-specific guilds. So if this guild Elfcore is only elves are in it, the guild Herdcore is only Tauren, the guild Stonecore is only dwarves, you know.
The ancient protector. He welcomes us.
Okay, so he's not doing all of it from a script. He's just kind of reading, making it up.
Huntress Skymane. Praise Alune. We are going to go. These are the comms. Even with a sty, we still smell better than the dwarves.
Not just the.
We've had many years to.
Yeah, they talk a lot about how the dwarves stink. You know what I mean? They keep making fun of this guild makes fun of the dwarves a lot, and the dwarves make fun of the elves a lot. And they encourage everybody to install a couple different add-ons. One of them is the proximity thing that allows you to do voice chat to people that are you can actually talk in voice, and if people are close enough in game to you, and they also have that add-on installed, they can hear you. I don't have that installed because I would find it a little bit annoying that if like 10 of my guild members were nearby that they were all talking. I wouldn't really want to listen to that, to be honest. I don't want to hear 10 kitties talking about stupid shit. But the other add-on I do have installed, I hear what it's called, but it actually shows the location of all the people in my guild on the map. That one's actually pretty cool. So whenever you go to the map, you could see where all your guild mates are at all times. So
To work on our hygiene.
We had many. Bro, look at all of the eyes. It's kind of creepy.
yeah, look, the eyes look like wolves in the dark, you know.
It's so creepy.
Bro.
Hold on, I gotta hide the names real quick. Hold on.
Yeah, you definitely should hide the names.
Yes.
Unfortunately, my push to talk is the same as my walking or not walking button.
No, you're good. You're good. We will go to the Moonwell and cleanse our sins. But, sorry,
I will die.
not
Where are they at?
to walk. Okay, and you will soon. You will.
Where are they
surely find
going?
out if you are indeed a blessed one or not.
I'm scared.
I'm so ready.
Where are they going?
Okay.
Here's nothing.
Here we go, my children. My children of Alune, I am the guider of the light of the great Tredrasil tree.
So they're just going off this branch. I've actually been on this branch
No
before.
one now, everyone stop here. Everyone stop here. Okay, listen. And listen carefully. Everyone stop. I want you to walk forward if you have yet to receive a bag off of a mob. And reintegrate with Tedrasil's spirit of Alune.
Oh my god, look what they're doing.
Coffee.
What? He just This is actually pretty funny. I don't know if I've ever walked out on this tree. I think I have, this branch. There must be water beneath. I don't know. That he's gonna get killed.
Bless me!
Look at him just jumping
Whoa.
Oh my god.
Oh my god!
for the light.
Wow.
What's happening?
That's so many people.
Now they're dying? Are they killed? Wait.
You are unblessed by Alune. You do not have blessed 6-slot bag. This is not the blessed run. You need to go again and get blessed. Run again. Run again.
So he said that if you haven't looted any bags up to this point, you have to run and jump off the branch and kill yourself. Is that what he said?
Spirit of Alune off of a mob. Follow me. We only have room for the strong as the Night Elves. And we only have room for the ones that Alune have blessed. And you are unfortunately not blessed. Your journey ends here.
No way.
See yourself off the great tree and reintegrate with Tedrasil's spirit of Alune.
I have no idea. Bless me!
Bless me!
Whoa.
Oh my god.
Oh my god!
For the light!
Wow.
What's happening?
That's so many people.
You are unblessed by a loon. You do not have blessed 6-slot bag. This is not
This
the
is
blessed
dark.
run. You need to go again and get blessed. Run again. Run again.
I got 2 bags.
You are unblessed by a loon. We do not have room for the unblessed. Now
Oh, that
we've gotten
person.
rid of the weak, it is time to be blessed by the moon of wow.
Holy
Oh my god, they're still jumping.
I mean, some of these people were pretty high level. I don't know, but I mean, some of these people, this guy's level 18. If he told me to jump off the tree because I didn't have a bag, I'd tell him to shove it. I said, you can shove it, buddy. I'm level 18. I ain't jumping off the tree.
My god, my hands are shaking right
This is what happens when you follow these streamers, Valstay. You turn into a cult.
I did not expect this whatsoever.
Hey, Chobek, for all of us that have not died from the fall, do you want us
All
to
the
drown?
15.
Wait, you didn't die from the fall?
I was blessed by a loon in my jump. I was
I think if they jumped and lived, that he should let them. He should let them live.
deemed worthy.
You didn't die. You are deemed worthy. You are
Yeah, you're
deemed
truly
worthy.
blessed.
Showback, may I, with your permission, sir, may I please hearth? I was
Yes,
deemed
you
worthy.
can earn. If you jumped and survived, you are willing to. Yes, you are blessed by a loon.
So he's telling the people that if they jumped and they survived, they don't have to kill. They don't have to.
You are blessed by a loon.
Oh my gosh, I'm still alive.
I don't know. Some people were still jumping.
I'm still alive.
My hearth is in Sentinel Hill.
Okay, my elves. You have.
Well, if you look at the mini map, they're pretty close to the water, you know. But I don't know. I have to like take a level 1 over here and jump just to see what's beneath here.
all been chosen
Dude,
by
my
a
heart
loon.
is Stormwind.
Right.
So now they get.
This- You're chosen. It's client side. Really?
Yeah, it is.
Okay.
That's okay.
Fine. I'll do yes or no to you. Deathrinity. It is your turn.
Turn for what?
Yes! Another front flip. Abeck. A familiar face. Are you
Yeah,
chosen
just go
by a
by.
loon?
Just go by his call.
Is he gonna jump?
Turn from the fatal.
Yes.
I just
near
saw a
fatal
dwarf.
fall.
I just saw a dwarf.
Nigger.
Ah, thank you, Mama.
Oh,
We're good.
that
We're good.
was-
We're good.
that's crazy. Hey, we went that long though.
Went that long. Nice. Salona is also chosen and jumped off.
He was saying Naga.
I'm so sad that it's client side. Nice, Lamar.
Yes.
Are you chosen, Slutzer?
Chosen for what?
Hey, we went.
Front flip. Abeck. You're chosen. Let us see.
Absolutely not.
You are not chosen. Ichigo has died to a level 1. What are these comms? Demon Bison.
Oh, new.
You are to the water because you are not chosen by a loon. On my is the chosen one out of everyone here. This is going to be who can get the most front flips in a row. We're going to go by one. If you do not front flip, press S and fall into the water because you are not chosen by a loon.
Yell out your ideas, guys. Yell out. Okay.
Instead of just Demon Hunter.
All right. Well, I've seen enough. This is all like RP and shit. I was thinking they were actually going to talk about like maybe like what the goals of the guild were going to be. You know what I mean? So, although it was pretty funny, all those people jumping to their deaths, but if I'm not going to jump to my death, but I did loot a bag. I do have a bag that I was looted. Let's see. I think Where are my bags at? There, like this bag here, this first one I looted from a mob, but I think I bought this one, and this actually I think I looted 2 bags, but it's full of, yeah, Showbag's very RP. He is very much into his RP.
What's on your mind?
Yeah, I like it when Boss says, "Is this a cult?" Oh man, there's a lot of people doing this quest. So this server was really good when I first started playing out because there was hardly anybody here, so it was really easy to get stuff done. But now it's starting to become crowded. I'm seeing more and more and more people on this server. I mean, you don't have to look any further than my own guild that has 781 members in it.
Great to meet you. Watch your back.
Just Illidar, I think, is more of a or something core.
Okay, just a couple streamer-ish things. If you are a streamer in this guild, DM me on Discord. I will put your Twitch, Kick, whatever address in your notes just to get the word out for you. I wanted to ask, this is the show question, I'll ask you later. I think that's all I had. Was there any other topics that I missed that people brought up?
That's Twyla talking, actually. The girl who was talking there is Twyla. She's actually really, really nice.
I mean, I will make it clear, the event rules are self-found. You can group with other races while you're leveling, but the end goal is to do MC elf only.
Yes, that is the goal. MC elf only. I'm doing pretty much elf only all the way up. I'm going to be staying elf, but again, you do not have to. And another thing that I want to just put out in the universe is, I think this would be like a big project, but it'd be very, very cool. I don't know how long this is going to be, right? This might last for a month. It might last for 6 months. But if we do get to 50 and 60, and we are there, also would like to try to do a mass grouping. This has never been done before. It's never been done. A mass grouping of Winter Spring Tiger Farm. And like, if you are 55 or 58, we would be out there and we'd have a whole group and we'd all play the game together. And we would try to get Winter Spring Mount at a mass level. And I think that would be crazy too.
In Classic,
I think this is
more of a daily thing, so it's gonna, regardless, it's gonna take days.
It is a repeatable quest. It's not a daily in Classic.
Days are an understatement, my friend.
It's 250 hours of active logged grinding. It'll be about 2 months.
250 hours.
It would even take 4. But I'm just putting that out there as like another bait in the water of like Nelf only raiding, which I think is going to be a lot of fun. All the dungeons I think is going to be so much fun, especially doing them night elf. Also too, if you guys didn't know, you can do dungeons as a 10-man group and it is a phenomenal time. You can also do the dungeons a little bit lower to make them challenging and scary, and it's so much fun. We will be doing world events where we are grouping up and we're going to kill elites, typically 10 levels than the normal group, and using them as kind of like almost a raid night in a raid day where you can go out and try to get some cool gear, whether it's blue, greens, or something to look forward to. We did this in Loch Modan. It was super fun. So definitely be on the lookout of that. And also don't be afraid. Anyone can make these groups. If you guys want to make groups and be like, hey, 20-man group, let's go to Loch Modan. If you're level 10 to 20, everyone show up, message the high level warriors or druids in the guild and be like, hey, we want to get a group together to farm some gear for people and just have a good time. Remember, this guild is a extension for you guys to have fun and do the things that you've always wanted to do in the game with people. This whole thing is about community and playing the game. So don't feel like, just know like everything is at your, I guess, disposal, for a lack of better words. Whether you want to make a group, that would be awesome. I feel like that super pump life into the guild. Or if you want to join me, or if it's something that you want to do and you don't want to make the group, definitely feel free to message me. I do not mind just spinning off the cuff and like making groups and whatnot, and going out and having fun. So again, 10-man dungeons, it's a blast. Going out in the world, like for example, I think I'm getting ready to do a Red Ridge Elites. So we'll get like 10 people or even more, and we'll go to Red Ridge and you can be level 10. We're in Red Ridge. Greens drop, blues drop, everyone's having a good time rolling. We're just enjoying the time together. And I think that's like a really big emphasis, is like, this is just a time in WoW to enjoy the time with one another. It's not about following the arrow, blitzing to 60. It's about...
Yeah, C-Dank is like this guy C-Dank's been around the hardcore community for a long time, and he always is dying. Like, the guy always dies in hardcore. And he like is always in like the guilds, like the high end like raids that they do, and he's very active in the raiding, and he's not a good player. And I'm like, well, he. And the reason that I kind of have an issue with C-Dank is that one time he died on a warrior class in hardcore, and he was like level 35 or 45 or something, and he played the class terribly. I mean, he shouldn't have died. Like, I saw the video clip of him dying, and I responded to the video clip, and I just gave him a few pointers and said, hey, if you would have done this and this, you not only would you not have died, but it wouldn't even have been close. Like, you wouldn't even have been in trouble. Like, it would have been easy. You could have easily mitigated the damage there and easily survived that encounter. And he just fired back some rude comment. So ever since he fired back some rude ass comment. And ever since then, I'm just like, that guy's a douchebag. Hey, that guy's just a noob. And then I would see him die in other hardcore events. Oh, C-Dank died. And someone just said now, oh, C-Dank died. I'm like, yeah, well, fucking nothing new. I think all the guy is good at is dying. Just he's always dying. But yeah, I mean, if you're gonna be, I was giving him some feedback on how to be better on the warrior, and he just couldn't take it. He was a dick, basically. I'm like, hey, I was just trying to help you out, but if you want to be a jerk about it. What is this song? A Night Without Stars. I don't know what that is. Skyrim song. Yeah, and that'll go straight to the vendor. Remember, I can't use range weapons on this character. This is a pure melee only hunter, and I can't use gear. I can't use weapons at all unless they're found from a crate, whether it was a treasure chest, the open world, or a crate I got from fishing. Is the only way I can actually get a weapon, which is the reason why the only weapon I have right now is this white sword that I got out of a chest. So we're still looking for a better weapon at this point. I mean, yeah, all those people killing themselves should show up in here. What's the date today? The 11th? So they should show up today around 2 o'clock. So it should be right in here somewhere. We should see a bunch. But I'm not seeing it. Here. Yeah, see, tells us this is where all these people killed themselves. One died to drowning, falling. This one doesn't say. But these are all those people that murdered themselves in that Showback stream. Yeah, exactly. Content, yeah. Good old content, right? You have initiative play? Well, come play some hardcore. Do you ever play hardcore, Volstay? Do you ever play hardcore? You don't ever play hardcore WoW? Yeah, play some hardcore, man. Hardcore's fun. You got to 14 without like 4 times. Ah. Gosh, is that your forte? You're like Zolson. And Zolson is like a bull in a china shop. Like, he is crazy. Level 19. Change your background videos auto. Oh yeah, you only have one monitor, right? I think you said you only have one monitor. That's definitely gonna make it difficult if you're trying to do other stuff, obviously. Yeah, well. Alright, so let's go back. I think we need to go. I'm trying to think what's the best place to level at this point. Lots of warriors dying. Yeah, yeah. Warriors are. It's easy to die in warriors. Close into 30, but got the itch to play some warlock. You know, I've got the dude strafe. I have got a massive itch to level a warlock. I'm not even kidding. I've been thinking about doing a warlock for a while now. And I've never been very good on the warlock class, and I've never leveled a warlock to max level. And wow, it's one of those classes that I would never. I could never stick with it. I always enjoyed like level 1 to 20, and then after that, I couldn't stick with it for some reason. You know, hunters die a lot. People always think hunter is like the easiest class in hardcore, but the problem is the hunters get so tied to their pet that when their pet dies, they don't know how to survive without their pet. You know what I mean? Yeah, hunters die a lot, and also I think also an artifact of them dying a lot is that a lot of hunters are created. You know, if you create 100 hunters and 40 warriors, there's probably a good bet that there's going to be quite a few hunter deaths compared to those warriors. Yeah, I'm kind of wanting to play a warlock. We might do like we might do a warlock, but we'd have to do a different. Only thing is we have to be in a different guild. There's no warlocks in. Or wait, there's no night elf warlocks. You know, so we'd have to save that. That'll be the next leveling journey we do. Right? We'll do this one. If this one gets to 60, then we'll go do a warlock, and the warlock will do. Maybe we can. I don't know. We'll do a warlock. I think that would be fun because I've never done a warlock to max level, and I always thought that. I don't know. I like warlocks. I'm not sure why I don't know what it is about warlocks that I could never seem to get to max level on them. I don't know. Yeah, I mean, there's the SL warlock, right? And then there's just the straight like kind of affliction warlock. I always liked kind of the life draining, like the drain warlock. Is that the SL? I don't know warlocks that well. That's obviously because I don't even know which builds are. You know what I mean? But yeah, I think what I didn't like about the warlock was the having to stand in place. Little DK. That's a good name. That's a good name, Volstave. But honestly, if I did a warlock, it would be undead. There's nothing cooler than an undead warlock because the spell animations on undead are so good. Although I must admit that I know the Alliance questline so much better than Horde. So I mean, if I was gonna do a warlock, it would be. I think there is an undead guild, but I'm not seeing it in the Deathlog. So in the Deathlog, we've got the Gnome Guild, or the Dwarven Guild, the Elven Guild. We got this Herdcore is the Tauren Guild. I don't know what for Nomaraj. Let's see. I don't know what there's Zugcore, which I'm gonna guess is the Orc Guild because this is a race Orc. Stonecore, Dwarf. Deadcore. There it is. So the guild for this event for the undead would be Deadcore. So yeah, I mean, if I did it, I would probably go, I would probably go undead. I just think undead has such cool spell casting animations, I like their racials too. Little Decaf. That's such a good name. That's good. Yeah, it does, doesn't it? Yeah, I'm gonna look. I see that video you linked me on Dr. Berg. I'll check that out. I gotta check on my wife. I don't know. Yeah, I like the undead. The undead's I mean, I'm not a big Horde player, but when I do play Horde, I play the undead. I think the undead's the coolest Horde race. At least I like the lore around the undead a lot. I really like the lore on the undead. The Forsaken have such cool lore. Deadcore. It does sound like a metal band. Maybe we'll do a. You've run Tirisfal so much. I have run it a lot, but I haven't run it that much. I could definitely do it. I enjoy the zones. I like Tirisfal. I like the start. I like the starting area of the undead. There's, let's see, where is the undead? It's over here, right? Yeah, you start over here in Death Now, make our way. I like Brill. I think Brill's pretty cool. And then you go into Silverpine Forest, which, I don't mind Silverpine Forest. and then you go into Hillsbred Foothills, and then that's usually as far as I get. And then I usually go back and play Alliance. It's a subgenre of metal, yeah. So that sounds like it could be a subgenre, right? This sign is so hard to see. Every time I try to find the leather shop, I'm like, the signs are so dark. See that? They need to like illuminate these signs in some way. All right. Ooh, medium armor kit, nice, very nice. Medium leather, very nice. Ooh, dark leather boots. What do we have? We've got 2 stamina, 2 spirit. Yeah. Have a great day now. Let's make some medium leather. Yeah, I find Alliance questing to be better than Horde, or easier. I think as a Horde is fine until you get to like 25 or 30, and then to me after that point is when I didn't really know what to do. Yeah, they do the flips, which I think is pretty funny. I agree. Oh, you've been disconnected from the server. That was... Oh, that name is unavailable. Really? Alright, I gotta go AFK a minute though. I'll be back in a minute.
Just how much I gotta show, but I figured it out. Two hearts make good friends sometimes, but you got in mine. And I gotta get out, finding thoughts inside my head that you got in mine. Just how much I gotta show, I figured it out. Two hearts make good friends sometimes, you got in mine. And I gotta get out, finding thoughts inside my head that you got in mine.
Tacos.
Would you like to purchase something?
Did I talk you into a warlock after talking about it? I'm not gonna make a warlock right now. I'm sticking to this character. We want to get this character to 60, so. Yeah, Shaman's fun. I like Shaman. Shaman's pretty good. Shaman's more fun than Warlock, I think, a little bit, because you have more stuff to do. I mean, Shamans have so much going on with all their totems and stuff. They're pretty interesting. It's funny because Shaman and Warlock are the two classes that I've never gotten to level 60 in vanilla. Like the two. Every other class I have, but not those two. Now we got a lot of meat. I farmed those crocolisks a lot. We were farming some crocolisks. We need another bag slot, but that's probably like a gold, yeah. What can we don't need these potions. We can get rid of some of these, I think. Let's go ahead and grab this. I guess we can grab this one, I guess. Don't need this, don't need this.
Watch, get her back.
Yeah, this is the same way I am. If I do a warlock, I have to do undead because I don't really like the idea of playing a gnome or a human like warlock, so.
Feel free to browse. Ashafela, Ishnu Dal Dieb. May the stars guide you.
Alright, where did I leave off here? So we've got the Blackwood grain sample, which I probably put in my bag. No, we got it. Field cleansing bowl. So we got that one. We got the caves. We got the parchments. I guess we can do those, right? The burning blade makes orc warlock acceptable. You turn between that and undead. Yeah, I think the answer is Forsaken. Interesting. I don't think I ever put. Did I ever put my? Hold on a second. I don't think I ever put my stream in the stream section. All right. Yeah, I've never done demo warlock in vanilla. Demo's my favorite though. Actually, no, my favorite's destruction. Yeah. Oh, is that the yeah? Well, that's pretty awful then. I mean, I like Duster. Like in Shadowlands, destruction was like one of my most enjoyable experiences on the warlock. It was in Shadowlands. Destruction warlock was so much fun. Apparently, retail WoW destruction is pretty good. Little destruction. Little destruction. Yeah. Well, like I said, in Shadowlands, the beginning of Shadowlands, Warlock was really, really fun. Like, Destruction Warlock was super fun. I have a lot of videos on my channel of me playing Destruction Warlock in Shadowlands. I wish there was like a Battle for Azeroth private server, because I loved like Survival Hunter, and Battle for Azeroth was like my favorite. My favorite version of Survival Hunter was probably Battle for Azeroth Survival Hunter. Or one of the expansions, like what's the expansion after Battle for Azeroth? Was it Legion? Oh. I love how you'll fight one and then all of a sudden 2 other ones start coming after you. It's like, damn. And they're still coming after me. You rated those as Warlock and BFA? I liked BFA. I thought BFA was a decent expansion. It wasn't like great, but it was okay. I didn't like Legion. I didn't like the zones in Legion. I thought they looked. I just didn't like them. Did not like Legion. All right, so we have the grain. We have the grain sample and the nut sample. We should just need, I think, one more sample. I believe. Oh, it says it's right here. The Blackwood. No, we have the grain sample. Oh. This is the one we need. The fruit sample. Oh, sorry. Big sneeze. Sorry about that. Yeah, I'm muted. Thank you. I was muted because I think I sneezed or I don't know. No deal. That's crazy, dude. Come on. That's crazy. Just drop a nuclear warhead on him at this point. Just nuke him. Come on, just go out. Let's go out into orbit. Let's just nuke the fuckers. Let's just drop the nuke, baby. You don't want to comply with Mr. Trump? Nuke him. You don't want to disarm your nuclear weapons? Well, we'll use our nuclear weapons. What? We were supposed to disarm ours? What are you talking about? We're the United States government. We're the U.S., man. We don't need... You need to disarm yours, but we don't need to disarm ours. Oh, man. Yeah, as long as they sign the Clarity Act. The war is just a temporary... That's just a temporary, like, negative... the temporary bad headwind, right? The war will end at some point. It has to. Because it's not just the United States that are being affected by the oil. I mean, other countries are being affected by the oil. It's not just the U.S. What are the guild rankings? The guild rankings are Elder, Guardian, Ranger. It's kind of a Scout, Ranger, Guardian, and Tefillah is Elder. Fuck. Yeah, it affects other countries, right? Other countries would be affected by the oil too. It's not just us, right? I don't know. That is ridiculous. I filled the truck up with gas today and it cost $70, man. $70 to fill the truck up. The gas price was, I think, $3.82, maybe $3.82, $3.85. Yeah. Shit.
You can kiss your ass goodbye.
Fuck me. God, that guy's spells hit like hella hard. Come on! People keep dying.
Everything you never do, and all you never say, never make it easier to numb out all the pain. Not like anything was wrong, it never made it right. You're the one to come on strong, so why am I all alone? Here we go again, the same old thing. Smiling through a bleeding heart, I'll fake it till I break apart. What's it gonna take to look away? Man, some days I hate this town. You never fail to let me down. Better stay away before I break now. There's nothing more to say. I'm only days away from a meltdown. Now it's getting cold.
can kiss your ass goodbye.
Why are you still attacking me? Why are you still attacking me? No, it's just because I didn't have my pet taunt on. That's why I went. That's why I went a little haywire there. I didn't realize my pet taunt wasn't on. So that was my bad. I shouldn't have been getting hit. But yes, this cave has claimed many a hardcore character. No doubt about that. Hmm. The bear cave? I'm not sure which cave you're... I'm not sure which cave is the bear cave, to be honest. Unless you're talking about... You're not talking about the Den Mother, are you? Yeah, the Den Mother is a pain in the butt. I don't know what Trump's gonna do next. I think he's gonna bust a few brain vessels, a few blood vessels in his brain. If they did. Oh man. Pope Leo calls out delusion of omnipotence, fueling Iran war in vigil for peace. In prayer, our limited human possibilities are joined in the infinite possibilities of God. Thoughts, words, and deeds then break the demonic cycle of evil and are placed at the service of the kingdom of God. A kingdom in which there is no sword, no drone, no vengeance, no trivialization of evil, no unjust profit, but only dignity, understanding, and forgiveness. It is here that we find a bulwark against that delusion of omnipotence that surrounds us, is becoming increasingly unpredictable and aggressive. Is he talking about Trump directly? Yeah, they were saying, of course, that was just his idle threat, you know, that he wasn't going to do that. I don't know. I think if he's going to make these threats, he needs, like I said, he needs to follow through. I mean, come on, we need to let loose the dogs of war, man. Come on, weapons crate. No, we want a weapons crate. We don't want food crate. Ugh. These are no weapons crates. Oh. Warlock level 5? Nice. Are you enjoying it? The Warlock. Ah. Yeah, you basically just dot, and oh, there we go, tightly sealed trunket. All right. Okay, so we could possibly get a weapon upgrade in this trunk. Let's see what we got. We didn't. We got some healing potions though, which we can definitely use. The bolts of linen claw, yeah, make a little bit of money. Bookshelf with some books. An anchor.
Just how much I gotta show, but I figured it out. Two hearts make good friends sometimes. You got in mine. And I gotta get out. Finding thoughts inside my head that you got in soft hands alone. How can I feel?
Oh man, I'm tired. Six a.m. It is only 11 p.m. here, but I'm tired. I'm gonna be going to bed pretty soon, I think. Oh, food crate! Come on, come on with the food crate. Where's the weapons crate? Oh, we need some more chests. Oh, and there's a chest. Ah, just to make it interesting. Just to make it interesting. Leveling like regular is too easy. We wanted to make it a little bit more difficult. Plus, it makes opening chests interesting. You're like, oh man, I could get a weapon here. You know? Yeah, now? Like this chest right here could be an upgrade. It could be something really good. Or it could be junk. Let's see. And it's pretty much junk. But you never know. Never know what's going to be in those chests. Will the RNG gods smile upon us? Or shit on us? Oh, nice. Ah, strangle kelp. You kidding me? Oh, come on. Another strangle kelp? That's some bad luck. Alright, we got one crate. Let's see if we can get one more. We got 2 crates! Oh my god, there's more. But wait, there's more. Rumsy rum. I can always use some Rumsy rum. The rum.
What brings you here? Good luck, friend. Greetings.
Alright, can't use. And don't need. Can't use.
Be careful.
Alright, there we go. We could get a weapon in one of these chests. Come on, give me a weapon! Oh, you bastard. Weapon, please? Wait a minute. Oh, we got a weapon. We got an upgraded weapon, boys. Oh yeah. Yes, Morpheus. Yes, we have a new weapon. RNGesus was good to us, and it's a weapon we can use. Look at that. And it has +3 agility on it. What was the other stat? +3 agility, +3 strength. You can't get any better than that for a melee hunter, right? Oh. So we went, check it out. So we were going from a one-handed sword that did 3 to 6 damage to a weapon that does 24 to 36 damage. You think that'll make a difference? All right. Very nice. Very nice.
What's on your mind? See you soon.
All right, very nice. Let's go ahead and level up our skill with two-handed weapons because I'm sure it's skill level 1.
I am listening. Good luck, friend. Peace be with you. Goddess watch over you.
Look at that, 110 damage. Nice. And 37 damage.
Membrane, tender little friend.
It's a pretty nice looking sword, I must admit.
Everyone knows they can see the change
Yeah, next stop Molten Goria for sure, right? Must be pretty fast. What is this? Oh, yeah, I was gonna say that's a fast two-headed sword. 2.8 attack speed is a little bit. Kind of sucks that it's so fast, but. All right, guys. I think I'm going to bed. I'm tired, but that's amazing. We got the sword. So I will catch you guys later. I'm gonna take a break. I don't know if I'll be streaming tomorrow. I really don't know. This depends on what's going on with me and with my wife. Excuse me. What my wife's up to. You know, it depends on what we're doing tomorrow. So I mean, I should be streaming tomorrow night, but I don't know when. So, but I hope. Yeah, thanks for stopping by. I'll catch you later, Strafe, of All Stay, and everybody. Hope you guys are having a good one. And it's pretty cool. We got this weapon. This weapon is I'm going to hit so much harder now, so we should be leveling much quicker now, which is good. But I'll catch you guys later, man. I will catch you later.